this on? This is on, right? You guys are in for a treat because our next author is a little bit of a local hero from the swamp. Okay. This is actually, he's going to be reading from his first published work. Everything that he's written up till this point has actually been carved on swamp logs. Please welcome the poet laureate of the Bayou, Billy Joe Perrin.
Woo! How y'all are? Woo! Let's see. Oh, I got my reading here, my writing. Woo! My eyeballs. Bonjour. Mon nom Billy Joe Perrin. Je viens de Bayou. Told you what I'm going to do. Going to read for y'all some poem. Now that's not pronounced poem. It's poem. See, that's what we call in English literature a diphthong. A diphthong. Poem. Now let's see here. I'm going to told you about 5 or 4 of these poems. My book, The Wonderless Bayou. And I'm going to told you right now. A wonderless morning when I waste my head. A wonderless morning I declare. A wonderless morning till the covers off my bed took away from my grandma mare. A wonderless morning, she say to me, now get y'all's lazy ass out that tree. Get the sawn and cut and work's got to be done. A wondrous morning, but it ain't no fun. A wondrous day to do all the chores. A wondrous new time and there ain't no more. No more things to be done, nothing at all. A wondrous day, I ain't having a ball. A wondrous night, plenty to eat. A wondrous night and the swamps all around. My granny's pie's a real treat. I ate so much food that I got to lay down. A wondrous sleep, so I thought. I wake my eyes. Sleep it was not. A wondrous morning, said my grandma. Now get to fixing that broken chair. Now before we get on to the rest of this poems, I'd like to take write for you a spontaneous poem. I just need an idea. Anybody got an idea? Anybody got any ideas?
Holocaust.
How's it cost? All right. I put that on the back burner while I'm stirring my roux, if you know what I mean. All righty. That professor there, Lester Fitzelsnake's PhD, he come out here talking about the man and the gator falling in love. Y'all remember that? Y'all were here, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. I'm here to tell you. Wrote a poem about it. And I'm going to tell you right now. There was a man named Auguste Dupin. He was, excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. There was a man named Auguste Dupin. He was a great lion tamer. He taught it the same to go on and tame the bayou's most big gator. That gator we all know as Big Head Mo. He was the meanest beast in all the place. And he poised to go down to see down by Big Head Mo's tree. They came back with white hair if they got a face. But Auguste Dupin was the sort of man who never does hide from a fight. You know where he tromped? Why, down in that swamp? With a bull whip and a lantern light. With much surprise, he meet with the eyes of the gator named Big Head Mo. Then he whipped, then he slipped down over a log. Woo. Old Big Head, he saw this his chance. He jumped out, whack, and gave a snap. Then the two fighters started to dance. Who won that fight that went all that night? Well, nobody knows, but some folks still betting. That pushes to shove, the two fall in love. I'll be damned, we're gonna bless that one. I guarantee. This next is a love poem about my charmant, my cher, my charmant, straight from my heart. That female lady so very fine. I gonna told you she likes salt and wine. She smelled good and looked good too. She had more better soap and the shampoo. I do love that girl. I thought she knows I am. I writ her a note that read time. But I thought she not like it, no. She never says something to let me know. So though I sorrowful and did depressed, our love would only go make a mess. But it can't be never before again, because my charmant is my first cousin. The next one is an old poem. Old mean, it's not old like an old time poem. It's an old like an older tree, older beautiful day. It's an ode to the king of the snake, the deadliest snake in all the bayou. Come out, king of the snake. What you wanna gonna do when you go down in the lake? Come out, king of the snake. When it not moved, it looked just like my rake. Cotton mouth, king of the snake. It's not funny no how if you step on that fake. So that the rake will bite you in your own snake, I guarantee you. Now this here last poem, this is called a narrative poem. That's the kind of poem when I told it told a story. So I'm going to tell you this poem, and in the poem there's going to be a story to be heard and told too. Y'all understand plain English? All right. This is about my Ariac Roman's secret recipe. Hungry as hell, I go snuck in the kitchen one summer day. Try going to get me some of my Ariac Roman's etouffee. I snuffed around and looked around, and sure enough, something is cooked. Then my granny busts in and say, "Boy, what you took?" Well, she an old woman. She don't really sound like that. She sound like, "Boy, what you took? Can't you see nothing in my bowl, no belly, no how? Just think that there may be something cooked by now." She said, "Sit right chair in that chair. Sit right chair in that chair there." "Oh, Granny, I got to ask you a question," I say. "How do you make the world's best etouffee?" She gave me a nod and over her shoulder a look. Then she go and hide her old cookbook. "You ain't gonna believe this," my granny say, "but the devil told me how to cook my etouffee." The day was dark and the swamp was all fog when I see a man stood out there on the log. I shut the door and put on the lock. When he comes up and makes a knock, knock, knock. Who that, I say? "It's the devil, Granny." "Now let me stay." "You can't come in here, I do declare. Be off with you. Get away from there." But he turn into smoke and creep under the door. Then the devil say, "Then there stand a man where they want no more." Then the devil say, "Granny, grab that pan and get that pot. This here brimstone gonna make it hellfire hot." So I do what he said, and I get my onions and spoon. Then I got all quiet, so all you heard was a loom. Then smoke fill up my kitchen, and the devil showed me next to cook up the best etouffee and put on me a hex. He say, "Now I told you what I gonna done. You don't tell a soul, you don't tell no one. For if you do, then I comes back I bust here into this here old shack and take that soul who asked you how now this way to make the best hellfire wonder miss and to fade. So that's all there is, that's all that's to said. So don't go getting ideas in your head. She won't tell no one till she dying day how she gonna make the world's best etouffee. Because I hear her say it at times and times again, to hell with you, get out of my kitchen. Woo! Laissez le bon temps rouler. The Holocaust. If you could forgive me, I don't have any inspirations because I never actually read any writing. Writing's hard to read. So I got to go with what I heard about it. I just tell you a story because I ain't prepared to write a poem about the Holocaust. Anybody heard about the Holocaust? Once there was a farmer. He dug up all his plants, put them in a cart, wheeled down to the market. And then somebody come up and say, "Whoo, you got a big old haul there, Boudreaux." And Boudreaux said, "Whoo, aye." And the man said, "I'd like to buy that all up. But you got to tell me, what's your Holocaust?" Aye. I hope y'all like listening to my stories. I told you in my poems, I told you tonight when I did. And I'd like now to take this time to reach out and say, hey, woo. Anybody out there gonna ask me what I'm gonna do? Anybody gonna ask me,
what are you gonna do?
well, I'm waiting to hear what you want me to gonna do. Anybody out there?
How much did it cost?
How much did what cost? I really don't know that story. I heard like 6 million, 6 million, something like that. I don't know. I don't read enough. I write. Well, I'm here tonight. I'm a writer. Can't you understand no plain English? Anybody else going to ask me what I'm going to do? Well, this is an easy crowd. Well, you all have a good night, and laissez le bon temps rouler. Woo! It's like dancing with a wild boar. I'm not guaranteed.